Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Delle. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're returning back. Thank you for being here with me and for for subscribing. I can't even talk. For subscribing to the channel and liking the videos and commenting. It's so appreciated. It helps to support the channel, and I just please know that I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed and you would like to, please definitely consider doing so, especially if something resonates that you find on the channel and it helps you in some way moving forward. So. All information about me can be found in the description box. How to book a personal reading, it's only done through my website, dellegoddessintuitive.com or dellegoddess.com. I also do sessions and things like that on there through the ethers, the internet. I don't know why I feel kind of goofy in this reading. The energy feels a little goofy. So, not in a bad way. I'm always doing the channeling in a space of divine love and non-judgment, but just observing the quality of the energy that's present in the reading, it just feels like a little more silly. We'll see if that's a good thing or a bad thing, and we're not going to judge it either way, so it doesn't matter. All resources and things like that, I just throw in the description box as well too, books and things that come through. As well as songs. I add any songs that come through as messages from Spirit into a Spotify playlist. It's a really great one. It's quite long and eclectic now, and you can just hit shuffle to enjoy some music or good tunes for yourself. There's stuff for all ages in there, and across all ages of time. It's a good one. And you can also choose to just hit shuffle and pull an intuitive message for yourself that way, through the music if you want to. So. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to dive into some channel messages as well as working with the Viking oracles. So the old Norse are here to give us a talking to. They're always very, very direct and stern, and I know I appreciate that type of guidance sometimes, so maybe you do too. We're straight to the point, and we're not going to be flowery about it. So, all right, let's see. I'm just going to get quiet a second. Don't take off more than you can handle, or bite off more than you can chew, I think is a saying. So don't take on more than you can handle right now. There's something about reserving your energy, because there's a lot, I'm hearing like a lot has fallen around you, and it seems to be, or it appears to be falling on your shoulders as the one to pick it up again, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. So I think that there's something that you are taking on as responsibility or accepting as your own responsibility. Maybe it's because I'm getting this sense of like wanting to be the hero in the town or something like that. But I'm hearing the new hero actually falls within a group, and how well a group is able to work together and perform together, and to rebuild structure together. So not taking everything on as your own, but understanding and figuring out, okay, what's my role in this team, and how can we distribute this so that way we're all working together and not one person is just taking this on as their own. So that's coming through. Some clearing with that, excuse me. Watching what you are eating right now is also coming through, making sure that you are staying like regimented in something, so not backsliding or falling back into old ways, especially in times of or periods of high stress. So if a habit that you kicked was, let's say you coped with stress or you managed stress by eating like a lot of potato chips or carbs or something like that, just go with me here. It's what I'm seeing is it's like you kicked that habit, you found that eating like more of a plant-based diet or something like that, more vegetables, is actually better for your health, or whatever it was for you is better for your health. Maybe it's more protein, I don't know. And I feel like if you are finding yourself in a time of high stress right now, it's really important that you remember that agreement that you kept with yourself, because it's going to be important moving forward, so that way you are able to show up for yourself and others moving forward. And it's important, it just keeps coming through. So not to backslide, not to go back to old ways, because it was easier to deal when you had those coping things. For some it could be like taking up smoking again too, and I'm hearing you're better off not to, like you're better off to leave that habit in the past, because it's not going to be helpful moving forward. So that's coming through. Just a friendly reminder, these are general readings, so they're not going to resonate with everybody. I like to think of this as we're at the post office or the mailbox, and the cosmic mailbox, and you know, some messages have your name on the letter and some do not, and that's okay. So just take the messages that apply to you, and you can leave the rest for somebody else. So I'm getting a lot of third eye activation and third eye growing, so it could be that you're noticing your third eye is like throbbing, or just this general feeling of expansion lately. It's because there's an influx of light on the planet, so it's affecting a lot of us, a lot of people. It could be affecting eyesight and things like that too. So if you notice your eyesight is off, you might, you know, always do what's best for you. I'm not a medical expert, so you need to honor what's best for you, but I'm feeling it might be better just to hold off a little bit and just see, like, if your eyesight is consistently blurry, is it blurry after you eat certain foods, or is it only blurry sometimes and there doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason with it, that kind of a thing. And then you know, obviously if you feel that you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. I'm not a medical expert again, but there's something about, I'm just getting like, there's actually, even amidst whatever's going on right now in the world, there's actually this huge influx of light coming in on the planet, and I'm getting to that this overall message of harmony. So a lot of people talked about too, like the pandemic being that beam of light, or the influx of light, and I'm seeing it was almost like a preparation phase. So I get that whatever is going on right now, there's actually like the real influx of light is going on. So a lot of people could be experiencing it just through the different chakra areas, but very, very specifically, I'm getting, it's like the crown chakra is quietly receiving this because that's what it knows how to do, but it's just a lot. So it's kind of like this gigantic funnel, a lot of lights coming in, and the third eye is going like, what? So it's just a lot. So to ground yourself and to support yourself, so with nourishing foods, drinking extra water, whatever's available to you that you know in your heart, in your body is supportive to you, to invest more into that. Okay, so that's coming through. You need less than you know is another message. So it's like you need less than you, so maybe you feel you need to be aware of more things before you can make a decision about something, and I'm hearing like you have the information, and what you need to know will trickle in as it's needed. So that's coming through. Okay, and I'm hearing that's also, let's get into the oracle messages. Kanaz, so that's the first one. Kanaz is the rune of the torch, so it's like the way forward's going to be eliminated, or did I say eliminated? That's interesting. I meant to say illuminated. So the way forward is going to be illuminated, but because I said eliminated, I want to talk about that. So I'm just going to see if there's, okay, the old way of doing something, it can be no more. So it's only a new way forward. We're only forging new pathways ahead forward. But the pathway is going to be shown step by step. The whole thing isn't going to be revealed because we're in this period of recreating something new. So what's been done is done. The old way is out. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't serve or align with the higher value of what we truly want for ourselves. So it's like a new way needs to be forged. But Kanaz talks about too, it's the pathway will be shown step by step. So again, the whole way isn't going to be illuminated because we're forging a new path, we're creating a new path out of love. So it's no longer a pathway out of fear where a lot of other pathways have been forged and created with. I get that there's this new set intention to do things with love and in a higher vibration. So those pathways need to be created now. There is the support of the loving earth is what I'm hearing. And the Norse are very connected with nature too. So I'm getting like Mother Nature has your support in this new venture to move forward. When I say I think we're talking about like this on a global scale where it's like the earth is going to be way more responsive So in the past too, like I don't know if you've noticed this with certain geopathic releases, where it's like if there's a lot of conflict or something going on in one area, it's just interesting how natural disasters show up in other areas. And it's almost, we forget that the earth is a consciousness. It is. It's an alive consciousness. Okay, and we get to live here. The earth has been extremely gracious and generous of us living here on her surface. So when we are causing a lot of destruction and harming, you know, what do you do when a mosquito is biting the crap out of your arm? You know, you go like that. So the earth has definitely been doing that through something called geopathic release. So I just get that there's this influx of light, and it's bringing about a lot more love on the planet and lifting the vibration. So I don't know if you've gone through spiritual awakening. I feel like a lot of us have, especially if you're connecting with this channel. I feel like you've already gone through it, or you've been on it for a while. But do you remember parts of your own awakening where you were like really going through it and it gets messy? It's like the same thing. So I feel like as a whole, we all have to work together, you know, to keep lifting the vibration and being more kind to each other and more compassionate, more understanding. Because even though we've been there on an individual level, it almost feels like all of that was preparation. So that way we can do the same thing on a global level, because that's what's coming up. So yes, we do have to look at things on a cellular or individual level, but now it's about how does everything work together as a whole. I'm seeing there, it's like unity consciousness is coming through and coming forward. It's no longer about serving the individual. So it's about unity consciousness. Okay. I'm like, they're giving me a lot today. So that's why you see like a lot more people on like a twin flame journey. I really don't want to go there because I don't really like labels in that way, but that's just a personal projection. So I apologize. Let me just get centered here. So I am seeing though where it's like there's more of a unity thing where, and I know part of the twin flame journey is about their separation and reunion, but the reunion only happens when you trust yourself, and when you trust yourself to fully support yourself. So it might seem like it's individual and it's selfish almost in one way, but it's actually about returning to your own energy instead of micromanaging or trying to control and manipulate the energies outside of yourself. It's about coming into union harmony, first feeling that love for yourself and then extending it outward. And that's when unity is possible, because you attract what you are. So if you are finding that state of union within yourself, you know, just for yourself, it then extends outward. So it feels like there's a lot of contradictions there, but it's pointing out that we're all connected. We are all connected. And when we go within ourselves too, it affects everybody else as well. So if you don't feel like you do, you actually do have the power to uplift the whole vibration of the planet just by being in your own energy and fully standing in your sovereignty. So finding that love and that peace within yourself and extending it outward, instead of trying to manipulate and control, because that's what's been done for many, many years, like thousands of years. So Well of Weird talks about, this is like we're all drinking the same water here, okay? But I just get that something is different. So the Well of Weird supports the tree of life. So this is the root system of the tree of life. And up here where the tree is, we are all connected. We're all part of it. All of our fates are sewn together and woven together in the loom of life, if you will. So that's what's going on. And I think it's just this realization. I can't remember if it was this reading or the previous reading, something about fallen leaves, but I'm seeing that too, where it's just like the old ways of doing, thinking, believing are falling, because there's new life, there's new energy that's coming into the mix. So I just get that there's this like purification, or we're actually drinking from the actual pure water that is life, rather than, have you ever seen Idiocracy, that movie? It's like they've gotten so far away from themselves in the future with like, you know, AI and things like that. I don't really remember if AI was a part of it, but it was just like they've outsourced everything, so they literally don't have to move or do anything. It's just like this like blah society kind of, and the intelligence has gone down significantly. And there's two characters, I think it was Maya Rudolph and Luke Wilson were in it. They were cryogenically frozen or something, and then they wake up to this like years and years later in this new world, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is what has happened, this is terrible. And they're recognizing like they're the geniuses now. And so they tell the president that you can't grow crops with Gatorade. You need water to grow. And they don't believe them, and then they finally switch over to water and all the crops start growing, so it fixes the food shortage problem. So that's what I'm getting. It's kind of like, I feel like as a whole, as a collective, we're switching from Gatorade to water. So, but translate that how you will. So I feel like there's already this rebirth put into place, but now it's like, okay, now this is day 2 of our new lives here, so we need to get the ball rolling. We can't be just staying in that rebirth energy. We need to take action with what's important for ourselves now. And yeah, it might not seem like it, but it's an exciting time to be alive. It really is. And then we have Perthrow, which is a wonderful last card, last message. Perthrow is about luck. So it's about luck, and it's about enjoying life. And I do feel like the more positivity we're cultivating within ourselves, the more luck and happiness that there is on the outside of our experience, because we are already creating that inner world within ourselves. So, and then there's temperance too, is showing up with the number 14. So the number 14 in tarot is linked to temperance. Temperance is all about moderation. Yes, it's about coming into balance, but it's because we are taking actions of, oh, I need to do a little more over here, or I need to taper back or temper back my efforts on this thing here. I'm getting, angry over here, but maybe I need to be more supportive. So just finding the balance and tapering your energy to what's required of you at this time. And you'll know what's required because it will begin to feel out of balance. So I get that this also is a time too of moving away from like if something feels off, we don't just reach for something to get rid of that feeling and make it feel better. We're actually more comfortable, more aware of leaning into that feeling, so that way it can alchemize, it can transform. So yeah, it's I have a lot of hope, because I'm just interjecting my own personal opinion here, if you don't mind, but I have a lot of hope because I feel like whenever there's a period of a lot of chaos and old things falling away, or just change, there's a ton of opportunity to do something different, to choose something different and new for ourselves. So whether this is in your own internal world, or it's because you're noticing and recognizing that the world is changing outside of ourselves, it's just I just get that there's a lot of luck and a lot of fortune that comes when you actually work on yourself, and it doesn't come from a selfish place. It just comes from wanting to evoke more love into your world, and then you see that outside of yourself too. So the samurai teaching, it goes, seek nothing outside of yourself. So, and I'm also getting that Gandhi quote again coming through, where it's be the change you wish to see in the world. So it's wise for a reason. So I will leave it there, and yeah, call upon your higher self to lead you at this time is what I'm getting to. And all you have to do is say, I call upon my higher self to lead me at this time. Please show me where I'm being guided. Please show me what is in alignment, what to do for my highest and greatest good, and then for the good of all those around me as well too. So we're coming out of a selfish era. We're coming back into wholeness, complete, and unity, and it's there. So okay, there's blessings in that. Now I'll leave it there. So thank you for letting me share my personal view of this, and yeah, sending you lots of love, all my best, hoping you are well and stay well, and until next time, take care. Bye.